Friends, hope you all are fine. Today we will be studying an interesting chapter. It is totally based on mother's love, mother's affection, mother's care, and mother's some of the belongings. Whenever there is any kind of Mother's Day or any kind of anniversaries or any kind of birthdays, your mama surely gives something to you which is memorable and which keeps her memories in your mind and you never want to forget it. The chapter also is belonging from what the statements I have told you. So today we are going to learn a new chapter and that is from the snapshots 11th English and the chapter name is the address and chapter number is 2. See the name the address. Address means a place where you're going to stay, you're going to live, going to see, going to contact, might be your destination. In this chapter, basically there are 4 main characters. The first is the author itself and she is a girl. The next is mother. She is author's mother whose name is Mrs. S. And there is a neighbor woman of the author and her name is Mrs. Doring. And Mrs. Doring has a lovely and young girl, 15 years old. The name is not given but it's just she's 15 years old girl. The main motto of this chapter of the author is that she goes in search of her mother's belongings after the war. That means her mother had died in the war and before the war she had given some of her belongings to one of the neighbor lady. The objects which remind the memories of her mother. She is going to take those kind of things which reminds her mother's memories, her mother's affection and love and the things which she used to love and see. Later on, she decides to take them along with her and leaves everything. But in the second attempt, she also tries the second attempt to take the things and moves on from the address. First attempt, she goes to that particular place. She sees the things, but in the second attempt, she denies everything to take with her and leaves the address. Now let's read the description. Author's mother died during the war. Before her death, she means her mother, gives the address where the author had to go. And the address was number 46 Marconi Street, to collect the things from the neighbor woman if the author is alive. It tells that in the war, all had died, even the author's mother also had died. But on the other side, if the girl would be alive, then she would collect the things from the neighbor woman. The woman was the only trustee one. The mother had a strong belief that the belongings will be kept safely and with full security. So these things were kept with the neighbor woman in a belief that she would keep them very safely, very securely. So whenever any member from the author's family would be alive, so they would collect it. Now let's come to the first visit of the author to that lady. Which lady? The woman who had kept the things with her. In the first attempt, she goes to the native address in Holland, but there she was given a cold reception. Cold reception means the lady who opened the door recognized the author, but she did not show on her face that she had recognized the author, and she bluntly told that, whom do you want to meet? After ringing the bell, a woman opened the door but purposely did not recognize. Purposely means she knew that who the girl was, but wantedly she did not show on the face that she has recognized the author. As she was wearing her mother's knitted cardigan, the woman who opened the door, she was putting her mother's means the author's mother's knitted cardigan which she had knitted before she was alive. The author could confirm that the address was correct. That means she had come to the confirmed address. The woman could not deny because she came to know the author. The author worked to have a word with her, but she denied. The woman denied to have a word with her. The author was upset and left the place. In the first visit, when the author goes to the woman's house, she is very upset and she is very disappointed because the lady purposely did not recognize and there was no other reason to talk to her. Before this, she went to her own house where she kept the things, and she wanted to find out. And often the women some things and kept in her house. After the war, she wanted to take all the things. Who wanted to take? The author. That means before going to this lady's house, this woman's house, the author had gone to her previous native place, and there when she sees that there are some of the things only left, but most of the things are with the women, then she decides to go there. After the war, she wanted to take all the things. She was disappointed and left the place. But she decided to visit next time. Next time means she did not go to her house where the author lived, but in the next visit, she wanted to meet the lady again, because she wanted to have a word with her. And without having the word, how could she come to know that her mother's things are safe or not? In the second visit, when she goes, she rang the bell. And when she rang the bell, a 15-year-old girl came. She opened the door and she asked, whom do you want to meet? The author said that I want to meet your mother, who in the first visit opened the door, and she was unable to recognize me. The girl, 15-year-old girl, she told that if you want to meet my mother, you should wait for some time. So as soon as she comes, then you can have a word with her. And she suggested the author to wait for her mother as she was out of the house. The author went in. She sat there in the living room. As soon as she sat in the living room, she could come to see many of her mama's belongings, the things which she loved to see, the things which she loved to take care and place in the house and decorate the house. The author sat in the living room and the girl went inside. The author found herself in the midst of the familiar thing. Midst means here in the middle of the familiar things. Familiar things of whose? Familiar things of the author's mother. Things. But she was troubled in the strange atmosphere. She had no courage to look around her. The things were there, but the author couldn't get the courage how to take the things and how to go, because there was a reason. She saw many of her mother's belongings like candle holder, kettle with golden border, mirror. The belongings like candle holder, kettle with golden border and mirror. The room was very dirty. It was very dark. It was very smelly. It was very snuffy and had a muggy smell. Muggy smell means in Hindi you can say sealan, पूरी घर में सीलन थी, और जो room था that was totally dark and totally smelly and nothing was so clear. The room was such in the darkness that only one could see that there is a person, either he or she, but the room could not identify who was actually in the room. So it was so dirty and so smelly. She saw the tablecloth burnt to one corner. That means before the war, her mama used to put one tablecloth which was burnt till today and which was burnt when her mama was alive. That means the tablecloth hadn't got repaired till the date, till the author came to collect the things, which was burnt, which was earlier also the same. The antique things of her mothers like forks, cutlery, knife and some of the extra things. But according to author, the things had no importance, no value, no repairing. So she thought, why to take the things and go, because these are not in a proper condition and it's totally in a disturbing condition, totally destroyed. There is no care and there is no replacement. The author lived in a rented house. The reason she could not take the things with her, because the author lived in a rented house which was not that spacious to keep the things, to collect the things and to maintain them. If taken the things where to keep, room wasn't spacious. Here too, she was again helpless. She was again disappointed. Earlier she was disappointed in the first visit, then again she was disappointed in the second visit. The things linked to her mother were very adorable to her, very memorable to her, but the reason she could not collect them, you can say the problem was unimportance of the things, you can say the problem was the room, you can say the problem was the space and many things. Later, the author, what she decides to forget the address, the belongings, the memories, and she left the place. See, she did not leave the place wantedly that she cannot carry the things. But the reason was the room was not that spacious and the things were in a very dirty manner and she could not collect with her. So this is the total summary of the chapter. Just now we have read that in the first visit she gets a determination. She goes with a determination, with dedication and devotion and everything. And she meets in the first visit the mother. But in the second visit, she meets the girl. After waiting for a long time, she couldn't meet the woman. So she decides it's better to go and leave the place. The message of this chapter is that how lovely the things belong to our mother, what she gives us, what she cares for us is never forgettable. That means collection of the things is not important. The main important thing is that keep the collection of the things in the mind. Remember through the mind with the love and by heart with the heart. The message is that redemption of the past and moving on. Though you remember the past, but somewhere the circumstances, the situations comes that you forget the memories of the past and just to keep on moving. That means you change your turn and you change your point of view. I hope the summary is clear to you, and as the story goes, the address, the chapter name also is clearly touching to it.